Hello there dog lovers, it's Tony from Tony's Pack. Hope you're all keeping well, getting plenty of quality time with your dogs. So what I was going to chat about today is I've been trying to understand cameras a little bit and getting used to taking photos and Instagram and all that kind of thing at the moment, and as well as doing all the normal dog stuff. But oh wow, I missed out on a golden opportunity the other day. It was Thursday I think it was. I've been, as you know, I'm not a dog trainer, I always say that. I'm not a behaviourist or anything like that, I'm just someone who spends a lot of time with dogs. I do help out Arundel Dog Rescue, and of late I've been too busy and one of my bitches has been in season, so I haven't actually been fostering any dogs at the moment. So what I've been doing, I've been helping out the rescue with just overseeing and shadowing some of the great fosterers that we've got. Arundel are really lucky to have quite a few different people that foster dogs for them, all different experiences and different kind of levels of understanding dogs. But the main thing is we've got some good people with good hearts that open their doors and look after the dogs. So what I do, I keep an eye on them, have a few phone calls and messages and see how they're going, and then I go and do an assessment of the dog as well to help them out and see if there's anything they missed or anything they can work on or whatever while the dog's living with them. So as many people will know, one of my biggest assets is my rottweiler Biggie. And I've got Biggie for a purpose. A lot of my dogs just fall on my doorstep from fostering that goes wrong, and I just end up keeping them. But I used to have a female rottweiler, Missy, that taught me a lot of stuff about dogs. And over a period of time I learned to respect and go off her judgment. So how she reacted to a dog, then that told me stuff, and then I carried the training on after that. So as she got a little bit older, I started thinking, what am I going to do when she gets old, blah blah blah, I'm going to have to replace her, get someone. So I've got Biggie when Missy was about 6, 7 like that. Biggie's 3 years old now, and it's weird because I haven't actually trained him in what I want him to do. All I've done with Biggie is give him a very mixed, very lifestyle to build up his confidence in all situations. He's a very content dog. He gets to do all the stuff that dogs want to do, mainly running around, chasing balls, chasing deer, chasing squirrels. He eats like a king. I introduce him to lots of dogs. We've had foster dogs here, and I have expectations of him. And it's just amazing that he has lived up to them expectations. And the other day, I still can't believe I didn't video it, he was perfect on a dog assessment. So I'll tell you a little bit of history. The dog's a little, very typical Staffordshire Bull Terrier, kind of like the old school one, very small, very tall, big old neck and him, quite short-legged. He's in with a foster family. His background, I won't go too much into the details of background, but I think he was a bit of a yard dog, spent a lot of time outside, and we don't really know too much from that. Anyway, so he's gone into foster, it's all good. So within, I think it was in the first day, I got a video and a message saying, can you look at this? And it was, the fosterer was videoing the reaction of the dog when the dog was on the sofa, and the dog was basically grumbling and growling a little bit. So I had a phone call with the fosterer and we sorted that issue out. So, and then in between then and now, she's just coming out of season, so she's about a day out, so Biggie's still got a bit of scent there, so he's still feeling a bit fruity. But yeah, he's a bit late, he missed out on that one, bless him. But yeah, so the staff had a couple of incidents where he grumbled and growled at other dogs, mainly bigger dogs. I think it was both in vets, and 2 different vets that he'd been to for various reasons, or a shop with a vet, something like that. So I went out. I was dubious taking my dogs because being in the middle of the season, my dogs weren't at their optimum. But I decided, I took a little treacle and I took Biggie with me. So we met up at a car park outside a local walking area around a big lake. I wanted it to be lots of dogs. I generally don't go to them kind of places, we go deep in the forest. I wanted there to be lots of dogs around, so we went there. So this is a step-by-step of how I introduce a dog to another dog and how I assess a dog. saying I'm not professional, this is just what I do. So we met in the car park. I keep a fair distance from the dog as he's getting out of the car. I've got 2 dogs, so I keep sort of, you know, good 2, 3, 4 metres away. I don't want to be in the dog's face. I don't want to start him off. I just want to let him get out of the car and let him enjoy his walk. So what I do, I kept, saying again, for the first 10-15 minutes, I kept at least 2 to 3 metres away from the fosterer and the dog. And the dog was just strolling along fine, and we were just chatting. But I don't like to talk too much. I like to work with silence quite as much as I can. So it was all going fine. So after about 5-10 minutes, we walk around the lake, past a couple of dogs. There's no reactions whatsoever from the little staff, so it was all looking good. So then what I'd done, I had my dogs on my right hand side. The fosterer had his dog on his right hand side, so the dog's there, so about 2 metres away from me. I pulled Treacle over, so Treacle's a very submissive dog, gives off real good energy, so I pulled Treacle over and let her walk in front of that dog to see what he's going to do. And he'd done all the normal dog things, led forward, and a little bit of sniff, wanted to sniff Treacle. I slowed down a little bit, so now the dog's pulling up near us, he's sniffing Treacle, he's looking at me, he's sniffing me, all's good. And then then Treacle turned round, they had a little face to face, had a little sniff, all good. I was happy with that. I was like, okay, he's not out and out dog aggressive, that's good to know. So we carried on the walk, and then what I'd done, this is my next move, I let Biggie off the lead. Now what I don't want to do, I trust Biggie's intuition of how to deal with the dog. So I didn't want to have Biggie on the lead and force him across and let that other dog sniff him if Biggie wasn't ready. I want Biggie to do what he wants to do as he wants to do it, so then I can read the situation even better. So I let Biggie off the lead. Biggie's ran around in front of me, stood by my side, ran around in front of me, said hello to a few dogs, sniffed the ducks, gone around in a circle, done or whatever, all good. So I was thinking, that's fine, that's all right. So after about 20-30 minutes, something like that, the fosterer mentioned to me, oh, that's all going well, it's all right, isn't it? I said, yeah, but have you noticed? And he's like, what? Well, Biggie's a very social dog, not saying hello to everyone, but he didn't come over to this dog. He didn't make eye contact with him, he didn't get next to him, he didn't sniff his ass, and he didn't let him sniff his ass. He come by my side, but to my right, he didn't come into my left. So I was like, okay, Biggie's telling me something. Biggie thinks that dog's is unstable maybe, or doesn't need that, doesn't want that. Not necessarily a bad thing. But Biggie spotted something. So one of the things that I've realised, I am good with dogs, I ain't gonna lie, I really think I am good with dogs. I'm not the best, I don't know everything, but I am good. One of the things I do when I'm working with dogs, I try to have a blank canvas. I try not to judge the dog, I try not to think I might know what's wrong with him, I try not to think, I just try to observe. It's one of my favourite words with me and dogs. I observe what's going on and watch stuff unfold, and it's amazing what you can see when you have a blank canvas. So I've noticed that Biggie is not wanting to make any contact. Not necessarily a bad thing, but I'm glad Biggie's done that. So I was observing now. So going in about another 5-10 minutes later, we stopped. Now stopping is important, because sometimes when you stop, things happen, believe it or not. So we stopped just about 10 metres away from the lake, around a few trees. The dog started having a bit of a sniff. Now Biggie done a fantastic tactical move. He come in from the side, in front of the staff, and gave him his bum basically to sniff, but under one condition. If he was going to sniff him, Biggie was going to sniff him. So as the staff went in to sniff Biggie, Biggie done like a half circle and sniffed the staff as well. All fine. Biggie was like, this is how we introduce. You sniff me, I sniff you, all is good. So they've done that, it was fine, went good. So then Biggie's moved away, they've had a little look at each other, had a little nose sniff, and then Biggie's just moved on, which was another great move. Sometimes you just don't want to put dogs in a situation where they might fail. And Biggie knows that. He knows he's not going to be in his face. So Biggie then just shot off, started running around. Now what I did notice after that, the staff suddenly kind of perked up a little bit. Started having a little bit more of a bounce when he was walking, his tail come up a little bit more, and he was just a little bit more like puffing and panting, enjoying his walk and that, and he was just kind of, it sounds like I'm describing his pumped. He wasn't pumped, he was just kind of a little bit more let go, a little bit more excited. And we've done the rest of the walk, went past a few dogs, no reactions, no problems, brilliant. So I'm starting now to get a bigger picture of what this staff's all about. Now this is the final part of the jigsaw for me, was when we went to say goodbye by the side of the cars. I was standing talking to the fosterer, the staff's there, Biggie's here. Biggie come behind me and stood in front of the staff. He didn't pump up, he just stood there, sniffed him and said hello. And the staff looked at him, they made eye contact, and this is the important bit. The staff made eye contact, he grumbled and turned his head and moved away, which is good. So that's telling me everything I need to know. The staff's not too sure of himself, he's not too sure of bigger dogs, but he doesn't want a confrontation. You know, I've worked with dogs that want to confront and they come forward, and staffs ain't scared to come forward. Little ones or big ones, staffs will come forward. So this dog was showing potentially good manners, but a little bit anxious in that situation. So once I kind of spotted that, I moved Biggie away and let it rest there, because that whole experience was a good experience. I saw enough. I didn't need to push that staff anymore. I see what I need to see. I can make a good assessment of him now. I can talk to Elaine from Arundel and tell her what I saw, what kind of owners we're looking for. He's a very workable dog. I don't like people. I like to give this information, not so you can avoid them situations, so you can work on them situations. That dog needs to spend some more time socialising, basically, with confident dogs, bigger dogs, various dogs, and his confidence will be there. As long as he's not pressured and pushed into the corner, as long as he doesn't feel cornered. So going back earlier, I mentioned that he has growled at 2 other dogs. Both of them situations, I found out later, were in small areas, very tight. He had nowhere to go. He wasn't happy, so he growled. Yeah, a dog growling is not a bad thing. It's a warning. It's just telling you I'm not in this situation. So now we know more about this little Stafford here. But the amazing thing is this dog here is so impressive. He's so stable, and he's doing everything I want him to do. I want him to work with dogs, and he knows when a dog doesn't need him in his face. He knows when a dog, like when I first got Angel was really nervy when we got her, and he was just like a bundle of fun with her, and she come on so quick because she was just bouncing around a bit, and he gave her that good energy. Other dogs he gives confidence, other dogs he backs off, but he knows what he's got to do. And for me, once you see that and work with that, it amazes me, it really does. That's why. Our Asper pillar falling down, a bit of wind, here's a bit windy this morning, and that's why I'm obsessed with dogs, because I see these things and I see what dogs are capable of. No talking, just energy. And this dog, oh mate, does me proud. I'm expecting the same of Angel. Maybe not so good, because she has Angel's got the fire in her to run around and be confident, but she's very submissive. I don't know how she'll be able to control the situation when she gets older. She will be put in situations. I have taken her on assessments with other dogs, generally small dogs, puppies basically, to give her that confidence. I'm hoping she's going to be there. But for me, Biggie's my 3rd rottweiler, and he's my 2nd one that I use to assess dogs. And people go, oh, you're good at this, you're good at that. I ain't that good at nothing. I just watch him. I'm a dog observer. Yeah? And by observing dogs, you can learn a lot. You've got to just slow down and blank canvas and watch what's going on, and you'll see stuff. And when you see the stuff, it's pretty amazing. It really is amazing. So I would love to have caught all that on video, but hey ho, didn't. So that's my little version of it. I'm going to do I've been writing a little bit lately, writing down my thoughts on dogs and what I think about and how I see things. I've been finding it surprisingly easy. I ain't that bright, I'm not that intelligent, I've got terrible spelling and grammar, but I enjoy writing for some reason, because I think about dogs a real lot.